How to make a layered heart mandala. This project was made using a Cricut machine, but a silhouette or other cutting machine works too. Let's get started! For this project, you will need my heart mandala pattern available in my Etsy store. Link is in the description below. You will also need foam tape to add dimension to the bottom layers and a good adhesive for the top layers. I'm using red line tape. The heart mandala consists of 7 layers using 5 different colors of cardstock. Each layer was cut on my Cricut maker, but any full-size Cricut machine will work fine, as will any silhouette. The heart is 10 inches wide, and I don't recommend going any smaller if using paper or cardstock because of the fine cuts in the top layers. Let's start by placing foam tape pieces on the back of layer 2. I've already placed a few around the center cut, and will now add some around the outer part of the heart. I spaced the foam pieces along the outer edge. Now to remove the paper and place this layer over the first heart. When placing the heart, be sure to align all sides. It took me a bit to make sure everything was lined up perfectly. Once it was, I pressed the tape firmly to get a good adhesion. Now for layer 3, where I repeat the process, still using the foam tape. Once all the tape pieces are down, it's time to place layer 3 over the heart. Again, be sure to align all the sides. Starting to look pretty cool. On to layer 4. This layer is more complex, with many more cutouts. You may also notice the miscut at the top of the heart. Lucky for me, it will be covered up by the next layer. I can fit a full piece of foam tape at the bottom, but will have to cut smaller bits for the remaining parts of the heart. I had to cut tiny triangular pieces to place around the center cutout. Time to place layer 4. This layer really shows off the contrast. It's starting to look really good. Layer 5 is the lightest pink. I am still using foam tape cut into very tiny pieces, and I place them all around the outer edge and also around the inner cutout. Time to place layer 5. Again, I'm making sure I line up all the edges and then pressing firmly into place any spots where the tape was. With the addition of this layer, you can really start to see the intricacy of the pattern developing. I realized after placing this layer that I didn't put any foam at the very tip of the heart. So I'm going back now and putting in tiny little foam rectangles to help support that part of the heart. I found it easier to remove the paper from both sides and then place it in the spots it needed to go. Time for layer 6, the most delicate layer of all. This time I will use the red line tape. You can use any double-sided tape or even glue. I had to cut the red line tape in half so it would fit along the edge. It's a bit tedious, but I found using short lengths of tape made it easier to go around the curves of the heart. I only put tape along the outer edge. Placing this layer took a steady hand and a few tries. I found that rather than focusing on aligning the outer edges, I could concentrate on centering the thin red cutouts over the light pink cutouts of the layer below. And now we're ready for the final layer, which is the frame that holds it all together. On this layer, just like the previous, I used pieces of red line tape. And again, you could use any double-sided adhesive or even glue. I do recommend that you use a nice tacky glue with a really thin line, or even dots all around the outside. All right, now we're ready to place this final layer. This was also a bit of a challenge, mostly because it had no structure on the inside. And so, of course, on this one, I focused on aligning those outer edges. And there we have it, your completed heart mandala. Again, the pattern link can be found in the description below. If you like this video, please subscribe by hitting the button below and the bell if you want to receive notifications of new videos. Thanks for watching.